That's probably the worst thing we have in this whole museum.
This pair tried to rid evil spirits with the presence of God.
Oh, God. Even the Amityville Horror couldn't get us here.
You might be wondering what this all means and who these people are. Well, let me explain.
People are affected on their weakest, most vulnerable levels.
Ed and Lorraine Warren were America's most famous paranormal investigators. Ed, a self-taught demonologist, and Lorraine, a clairvoyant and medium, dedicated their lives to uncovering the mysteries of the supernatural. Together, they founded the New England Society for Psychic Research in 1952 and spent decades investigating thousands of cases involving hauntings, possessions, and demonic activity. Their most notable work inspired films like The Conjuring. The Warrens left behind a legacy that forever shaped the way we view the world of the unexplained. And we will be exploring the past and the unseen inside the Warrens' home. I'm scared to go in there now. I just heard a crack behind me.
I'm going to go to the Warren Occult Museum and I'm going to show you everything from the front to the back, answer questions that's never been answered, and show you places in the house that no one has ever seen. This is a very raw documentary video. The Warren Occult Museum is in this little dead-end street up here, and a lot of people are here and some teammates are here. I mean, they're constantly, Elton is renovating it over and over and over again. So everything's always changing. This is not how it's going to absolutely look.
Good afternoon. Welcome to this WFSB News exclusive on WFSB Plus. We're talking about a museum that houses what are known to be some of the most haunted items in the world. And it's just been bought by a world-famous comedian, Matt Rife, and his good friend and influencer, Elton Castee, who have purchased the home of Lorraine and Ed Warren and the Occult Museum in Monroe.
All right, and as we start this tour of the Warren Occult Museum that's kind of hidden beneath these trees over here, I wanted to start right here because the house is built on a dead-end street, a dead-end road. It's the last house at the end of the street. And how ironic though, right? To have a haunted house at the end of the street in Connecticut, like Last House on the Left and all those films. It's just so iconic and kind of funny actually, but we're gonna give you this house tour. Now this house, keep in mind, remember Elton and everyone is changing this. This will be an Airbnb, opened up on November 1st. A lot of stuff is changing, so this is the middle stage of it, you know. It's not open to the public yet, so take it for what it is at the moment. But here we go. The property, obviously there's a fence being put up, there is some trash as you can see right there. Things are going to be completely cleaned when you guys get here, whoever wants to explore or see it. But I wanted to show you though what it was before, I guess, every change happens to it. Yeah, this house is big, and so this is a way to get into pretty much their school. I'm calling it the meeting room. That's where like all their you know, investigations, like talking about them and information was down there, while the upstairs was their kitchen, their bedroom, their living room, and the upstairs after that was where the priest lived. The priest lived up there, and the priest was the farthest away from the Warren Museum, which is over there, and he would literally every single day, twice a day, bless all the items. But they're redoing everything. This was just, you know, 2 weeks ago, none of this was even here. It was just all grass. But there are some things I want to show you from the movie, from the 4, that you guys, you know, if you guys didn't see it or you guys did see it, some of the actual shots used of the house was filmed here. So you think everything's good for November 1st?
Everything will be good by September 15th.
Oh, okay.
September 15th, sir, everything will be good.
Dang.
Yeah.
Getting it ready.
Yeah, fence should be fully in by tomorrow. Driveway will be in like 2 days. Security system, last touches, that's what these are.
This is so
Good to go.
crazy.
All the beds are in, sheets are here. And
It's
the
good.
last thing is the secret I've been building for the next few days.
So how does it feel though, really quick, to just own the property?
It's cool. Now that we're closer and closer and closer to being ready, it's starting to feel a little bit more real.
Good luck. Don't electrocute yourself.
Okay, I'll try.
Yeah, so what I want to show you here is super special to me because, again, if you've seen the movie, this is Ed and Lorraine's like backyard, like, relaxing area. And that right there is one of the last scenes in the film if you watched it. And I'm not spoiling anything. Seriously, it's just because it was the last film ever made and the last one for the Conjuring series. Warner Brothers did a really good job at showcasing the real deal. And I think this was a really nice area, how they shot the actual area here. Like, everything's all legit. I love it. But I thought this area was really cool because Ed and Lorraine had this built just to kind of relax and just look out after, if you're covered in, demons and darkness and dust, you would want a place just to kind of sit back and relax, right? And look over. That's this spot. And they cared about it. And back then, all this was cut. So you had like this perfect, beautiful view. And one thing I want to show you here is it should be over here. If it still is. Oh, hang on. Dang, I can't show you, but Ed and Lorraine is carved right here. But right now there's a lot of dust, so you can't see it. This literally is Ed and Lorraine's car. And, that's the one in the film. I'm not going to spoil anything, but yeah. And this is their actual car that they use to go into investigations and drive to places, like the real deal. And if you're wondering why all this is here, well, it's going to be gone soon. We're just moving things around. But yeah, this is the shadow doll transfer case that you could, when they move the objects to go to other places, this is the actual case for the shadow doll right here. Again, when you buy tickets and you go see the objects, sometimes in Kentucky or Foxwoods had it in Connecticut, they would be in that travel case. But yeah, and this is Ed's chair that he actually painted as well, and some of his paintings right here. That's what I meant. They kept everything. Now, bear with me, explorers. We are in Ed and Lorraine Warren's kitchen right now. And again, as you can see by the outside and everything, this whole house is getting completely changed for the Airbnb and things like that. But I did want to show you their house because you have to remember, some of the best ghost hunters in the world that collected these objects, they lived right in here, and no one has ever shown this off. Nothing too crazy or fancy. They still have some of their family photos on the walls, things like that. They lived a very humble, chill life. You can find some things like that still here. And this is like a what are they, MTV Cribs on Ed and Lorraine Warren. You have to use your imagination, but I do have video clips again from my phone when I came here 2 weeks ago, and we can put it in from before until now.
We were married on survivor's leave. He went to rest camp in Florida for quite a while, and then we were married on survivor's leave at St. Charles. We had special permission. Then, after that, Ed really thought he had enough points for discharge. And his ship was numbered for the invasion of Japan. He was sent to the West Coast. If that happened, Ed would never be here. He would have never been here. I became pregnant, and Judy was born while he was in Japan.
And as we go through this, though, I will say we are going to go in here. This was their meeting room. Their meeting room has never really been shown much, but pretty much they would invite and hold classes down there in their meeting room that looks nothing up here. And that meeting room also gives you a secret tunnel access into the Warren Occult Museum straight to Annabelle. So a lot of people and neighbors and people around would pay to come here and learn about, how to ghost hunt, how to protect themselves from spirits and demons and things like that. And Ed would educate you on demonology down in that basement. We are going to get to that later. It is still preserved and it's never been touched. but I still want to show you their actual house because not many people has ever seen it. Again, they're changing a lot of this stuff up. So, you know, there's a lot of stuff that's still original, but there's a lot of stuff that's not. Like the TV was facing a different way here. We had pictures of, you know, Ed and Lorraine on the walls themselves, their family. This was not like this. This was Ed's room. Literally, this was Ed's room. Ed slept in a separate room from Lorraine. This is their actual furniture. This stuff is all still here. You know, here's some of their photos still. Their actual photos. These were hanging on their walls in Ed's room. Some of Ed's actual paintings. This could have maybe been something from the Conjuring house, maybe. Who knows? Some of his old stuff. It's kind of eerie to be walking through Ed's room. I mean, it's Ed's room. I know, to me, it's just like insane. I watch all the Conjuring series. Remember, they made all the Conjuring movies from Ed and Lorraine, and we're just walking through his actual bedroom. Here is Lorraine's room. Now, what's sad is like a lot of it's changed, and it is what it is. I mean, things are going to change. But Lorraine's bed was right here, and I do have video footage to show you how her bed was right there at one time. Her clothes were right there on the rack. And this is still Lorraine's actual furniture and belongings right here. Literally, we can dive in on it. We can look. These are her knickknacks. Some of her family members over here. And literally, even her perfume. No joke. You know, when they passed away, they kept the entire house the exact same. No joke, for years. Even another extension to this house, which is upstairs. And I wonder if our friend Wade from Nespar. See, Nespar is the people that pretty much ran this house and ran and held and owned the you know, not only just the Annabelle doll, but all the Warren Occult Museum artifacts. They were in charge of all of them. They were even here ghost hunting with Lorraine and Lorraine Warren and teaching others. So Wade's with us, and I wonder if Wade will show us the upstairs. I'll ask him. Let's just see what he wants to do. So, what's your name?
Dylan.
So Dylan has been moving out a lot of the furniture and a lot of things out of Ed and Lorraine's room.
The Ed's office.
Ed's office. Okay, and that's like over there, right?
Yeah.
Okay, and then what happened?
So once it got dark, or actually before it got dark, I was on the porch. I had just wireless headphones in. Nothing was playing through them, but I heard whispers through the headphones themselves. One was in my pocket, one was in my ear. I heard whispers, and then I felt something poke me in the back.
No way.
Yeah, and then I didn't think anything of it. And then later at night, when I was in there, it was me and Rick. You'd be in the room. The second you stepped out, you'd hear a knock on the door. Like something was trying to taunt you to come back in.
Wow.
And then we heard dog barking. And then we saw like shadows of people like moving around.
Wow. What the hell?
Yeah, and then I felt something graze up against my side. And then later at night, when we were downstairs, something grabbed the back of my head. And then,
what?
Yeah, and then I came up here.
So you were kind of scared after that?
Yeah, and then there was police here, not for any bad reason, but they were just coming to look.
Right.
And we walked down by the side at night, and I've never been uncomfortable like that.
Yeah.
And it was like right there, you saw the two windows from Lorraine's office. It felt like somebody was watching me. But I got so physically uncomfortable, I had to walk to the front of the house.
Wow.
I couldn't be back there anymore.
So he had the famous feeling of being watched.
Right.
Josh, why do you think there was so much activity, especially in the den yesterday, especially at night?
So my first thing is just because you guys are moving things that hasn't been touched or moved in years.
Exactly. So energy builds up and it gathers in corners, okay?
Yep.
And even spirits will do that. They'll reside there and recoup their energy, and they could be there 10 years, they could be there 2 days. So when all that was disturbed and all the noise, that woke them up and not in a happy mood, if you know what I mean.
Right.
So they didn't do anything harmful, they just wanted to let you know that they're there.
Yeah, you can tell up here, it was just like them messing with you. But downstairs,
the meeting room, right? Yeah. Also, for the camera of everyone, this is Wade. And can you say who about yourself, Wade?
I am Wade Kirby with Nesper team. There's only 3 real core of us left. And I've been living at the house for a little over 6.5 years, and has been a caretaker. And Judy called me to come take care of her mom's pets, Miss Warren's pets. So I did, and after one cuddled with me at the table and meowed, I said, "That's it, I'm back. I'll be back." So 6 years turned into that. But yeah, so the activity doesn't surprise me, and I'll be in and out saying why and how and what. It's basically a reaction. But
right. And you investigated with Anne Lorraine?
Yeah, with yes, Mr. and Miss Warren taught me many procedures for clearing homes, protecting homes, getting spirits out, so to speak. And I every weekend, when I'm here over 6 years, I will clear and push down energies from the museum spirits.
Wow.
To say you are not allowed in this area.
Okay.
So and humbly I say it worked. It's a good method.
So in the Occult Museum, are you in charge with any items to protect?
Well, Chris and I and Tony Spira, the core of Nesper, we take it very seriously. Those folks that'll come here and stay overnight and investigate, there will be a period of 4 hours, should they opt to it, that they can go in the museum, and we will be there to introduce the items and familiarize them with the items and their characteristics, and also assist. But mostly it's there, so no one touches anything. It's for their protection.
Right.
But if they're doing a device wrong, or a certain entity or item responds differently to that, I might say, bring the obelisk over in this corner, and I'll step back and see what they it's all their discovery.
Yeah.
Do I have a favorite item in the museum? No. They're not my friend, but I respect them. But they're not my friend, and they're not welcome in my life. I've been attacked 3 times by the damn doll. I don't call its name.
Yeah.
But going over that, one of my favorite ones, and I hate that word, is the satanic idol.
All right, guys, so as you just met Wade, now Wade is someone I just feel like you gotta know in the paranormal field. He's well knowledge. He was trained by Ed and Lorraine Warren, and he has a lot of those methods that people don't know. There's an upstairs that I didn't go in yet, and it's an apartment. Yeah, you gotta show me this.
Yeah,
you gotta show me this.
Come see, there's a lot of history there too.
Yes.
And I think you might know some more about it than I.
Well, I only knew one thing. So guys, as we're going up here, this is where the priest would actually live, and he would go down and bless not just Annabelle, but the whole place every single day, twice a day, and that was one of the reasons why he stayed up here.
Up here. It's the furthest place you can sleep from Annabelle.
Correct.
It's the furthest. There's multiple beds in between here and there, but if you want to stay as far away as possible, this is it.
Dang.
After you.
And so obviously you're turning in this. Is this going to be where like everyone's going to like sleep, or?
Yeah, there's actually, if you go in that room right there, you'll see we set up, this is the first look. No one's seen this yet.
Yeah.
So when you show people, this is the first
This is the
look.
first stage, so this ain't done yet.
Well, this bedroom is pretty much done.
Oh, okay.
So go check it. I mean, there's no.
So this is where the Airbnbers would sleep?
Yeah.
That's sick. And so as of right now, this used to be where Nezpar, would do their podcasts, right? And so what will be replaced for here?
I think we're just going to make it a really cool paranormal investigating setup. Put
Okay.
some cool couches in here, maybe a cool like round table if
Right.
everyone wants to get together. And then everybody loves Estes method.
Correct.
I think this is a really cool place where you could set up Estes method too.
Oh, for
Because
sure.
Look in here.
Oh, wow.
It's a whole nother room.
Yeah, a little room you could do a lot.
So imagine you had like a big chair in there. Someone's got the headphones on.
Yeah.
They're totally separate. And then out here, we're all at a table and we could just be like asking questions.
A
Maybe
lot could be done.
If you want a Ouija board to be involved or
Well, hey, if this is the
something, you can-
demonology room, then yeah, there's going to be a lot that's going to go here. I'm sure he's already working on creative, things.
Yeah.
Especially when you put his objects here.
Yeah.
That's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
But
You
yeah.
can do whatever you want here.
But yeah, that's to me, it's just so bizarre that they had a priest staying here full time to bless the museum.
Yeah.
Like Wade's the one that told me, and I was like, "What?
That's
like
awesome.
that's crazy."
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I knew there because you asked me last time.
Yeah.
Did anyone ever stay up there? And I was like, I don't. Probably.
Yeah, we didn't know.
I
Yeah, it
know.
makes sense, right?
That's really cool. And there's a little balcony out there too. And this is one of the only places in the house you can actually see outside.
Oh.
There's so many trees, but here you can see.
Yeah, you
when
can get a
people
little
show
see what's
up.
going on.
Make sure-
Oh, right, the front. Yep.
This is almost like a little watchtower, a little lookout.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
I would stay here.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
never stayed in here before. I've showered in there. I've showered where a priest showered.
You're safe. Now it's time to show you everything else about this place, and it all starts right here in this meeting room. This is a lot because you remember, you look up here, this is where they slept, this is where they lived, but all their work, the work that made this house, that bought this and did this, their whole life story starts in this basement, right here. Look at this. This to me is like walking through not only history, but like the most realist ghost stuff I've ever done in my life. This was how it was when Ed and Lorraine died. 20, 30 years, whatever it's been sitting here for, without being used in general. I mean, it's absolutely nuts. And I want to show you this and walk through it for so many reasons. And I'll tell you what this room was done here. So first off, you know, I want to show you this. This is Ed and Lorraine right by this fireplace. Right here. You know, they have all their memorabilia, all their artifacts and different things and knickknacks, things that are not haunted were here. Stuff that they collected from their ghost hunts from around the world, or some of their things. I mean, you got the old Ouija board, the tarot cards. Even this used to record EVPs and play them back. And this tool was used to literally play back the EVPs that they would get from their ghost investigations right here at the table. You know, they did all their research here, all their discoveries and like learning stuff. It was all here. You know, it's insane. And we'll get more, we'll dive deeper on it. I mean, all their books were here, like all their stuff that they collected are here, and even more. Like there's some actually pretty cool things over here, like this. I love this. So these are original. This is what Ed and Lorraine gave out after you take their class and you started doing ghost investigations that they sent you on. They sent you on them. And after a year, you would get a certificate from them saying that you completed their course and you're now like a member. So what went down in this room? A lot. This is the room that they would invite you over here to do, you know, like their school. They taught you demonology. They taught you about Annabelle doll. They taught you about the cases that they did. And this was also where, you know, if people had, you know, hauntings, they would come here and they would sit down here and talk about what they're experiencing, and they would ask for Ed and Lorraine's help. Everything happened here. The whole Nespar team and so on would also be down here, and they would go over their investigations at these places. This is pretty much the room, in my opinion, and it's never been changed in years. And right here, what I think is cool is pretty much when, you know, they're teaching a class or you're sitting down here, Ed or Lorraine would be sitting here and just explaining a lot of the things while everyone else is here watching what they would be showing right here. Because remember, they recorded everything. So this is not the original TV, but there was another TV here that would showcase, you know, their investigations. Pretty much the exact ghost hunt that you guys are watching on YouTube of us is like what they were doing years ago, before YouTube was even invented, before ghost hunters even existed. Helping families, decursing haunted objects, getting the hauntedness out of their house. That's what they were doing years before everyone else started. And so that's why this room is really important besides the Warren Occult Museum. And what a lot of people don't know is that this room even existed, the history here. But what people really didn't know is how, you know, when they would take the public class here, you would all learn about the items. And then after you learn about them, you would go through this door. This door is called Ed's Haunted Passage. And when you walk through it, this is the secret way that would enter into Annabelle's, you know, hub, which is the Warren Occult Museum. And we're gonna walk through here soon. But first, I wanna show you every little thing here in here, because that's what this video is all about. Yes, we will be doing a ghost hunt here, but I still wanna show you everything because I just wanna document as much as I can. So first off, I really love it here because you got Supernatural Night with the Warrens. You know, this is probably one of their big meetings they had, and Ed or Lorraine probably liked the sign, so they took the sign with them back home. But they have, you know, so much things. Like, look at this. Oh my God, there's so much dust. But look at that. They're going to speak on the Amityville Horror here. This is January 21, 1983. I mean, that's been sitting here thumbnailed into the wall that long.
In 1974, the quiet town of Amityville, New York, was shaken when Ronald DeFeo Jr. murdered his entire family inside their home. Just a year later, the Lutz family moved in, only to flee after 28 days, claiming the house was plagued by terrifying paranormal activity. Their story sparked books, films, and endless debate, cementing the Amityville Horror as one of the most infamous hauntings in American history.
Last show we spoke of the Amityville Horror in our Part 1 series. We delved more or less, Ed, into the history of Amityville, to the background of the house. But tonight I think what we'd like to do is speak more of the phenomena that actually occurred in the home. So can we begin, Ed, with some of the phenomena that did actually occur at 112 Ocean Avenue?
Okay, in the beginning, George and Kathy would feel the psychic cold throughout all the rooms. No matter how many logs they'd throw on a fire, it was icy cold. That's because it's a psychic cold, and the cold is being drawn. The heat from the bodies of the people in that house is being drawn, and that heat is going to be used as an energy fuel source for the spirits in that house.
Over here, you have some of their old memorabilia. Look at this, some of their posters, the demonologist, the true story of Ed and Lorraine Warren's the world-famous exorcism team. I just love when I see things like this. Their movies, Curse of the Demon, The Haunting Ghost. Some of Ed's actual paintings are right here. This is one of many that you're going to see when we go through his tunnel. It says Ghost Haunting in England. And this was like wow, this is like paying for a tour somewhere. At the Warrens, you're paying for a tour to do a trip. I think that's so cool. I love this because they did go to Scotland. It says Scotland, little sticker. Not to get crazy, but this is Ed's actual plane ticket when he went to London and did the investigations. Like his literal ticket is right here. I think they're still working on it, so I don't want to like do anything here. Yeah, you can see how everything's being constantly changed. Constantly changed. But anyways, guys, let's take the tunnel. No one really sees this tunnel. I was one of the first to go through this tunnel in so long after Elton got this. So, all right, now I want to turn the light on here and show you the exact way how it used to be. Right here. Perfect. I'm going to shut this door now. He called this the haunted passageway. That was his way of calling it. Now, as you walk through this tunnel, these are all Ed's paintings. First off, you got the sobbing ghost. Obviously, Ed loved to paint. Inspired by places he's been to. Things like that. The haunted house of Stratford. You know, every second you look, there's like a new painting. And this is what you're looking through as you walk and head straight into the most haunted objects in the world, including the Annabelle. It's so crazy walking through here. See, this one says the haunted barn. He painted a lot of barns and farms, and I wonder if he did that from just The Conjuring being inspired. You know? Oh, fucking hell, it moved. Man, I came here so many times, it never moved before I filmed. That scared me. So anyways, this is the actual, Lorraine with the actors. That's Lorraine 2, I'm calling it. And that's supposed to be Ed for the Conjuring films. That's when Ed has already passed away. That's why it's just her left. And this is her again with the Conjuring actors. Wow, look at this one. 1989. Homecoming Spectacular. This is them right in Connecticut. Performing arts. This is, Dan Rivera, part of NESPAR. I know you've seen on the news. He did pass away. Let's give a moment of silence for Dan. Rest in peace. Oh, look at that. Someone painted NESPAR right on it. Unless it was Ed, I don't know. But yeah, This is the tunnel that no one speaks of, no one talks about, no one knows. And it leads right into the Warren Occult Museum. Look at this. Look at this doorway. We're gonna go in. Here we are. Look how quiet it is. Let me close this door. We are in one of the most haunted areas in the world, with maybe the most haunted artifact in the entire world, right here alone. And that is the Warren Occult Museum. And I'm by myself. I never thought that would ever happen. And it does feel heavy in here. And the thing about being in here alone is you're not supposed to. You're supposed to always be with two people. And yeah, I'm kind of breaking the rule. I shouldn't be in here alone. I should always be protected and safety first. Again, I am a believer in the artifact, and I do believe in it. So yeah, I did just want to come in here and show you guys and tour it alone. It does feel heavy, I'm not gonna lie. It's so weird. The energy is so negative. But look at all the artifacts. It's such a weird feeling when you're in here, though. I can't describe it. There's a lot of artifacts I kind of know the story of here, but there's a lot of artifacts that I don't know the story of. And I don't want to say the wrong information about some of them, but I will tell you this right off the bat. There are over 700 artifacts in this room, and all of them has some sort of twisted or negative or dark story here. Remember, Ed and Lorraine took these objects from people's houses or were given them, and they placed them here for safety. So again, it is pretty insane. And the fact that they had a priest come here and bless this place twice a day before, now there's only a priest coming here once a week at most, things are different. But anyways, I mean, look at them all. I mean, there's some stuff in here that, again, you can just stay staring at and wondering, where did this come from? Check out her. You know, that's the story of like how a house burned down, but she was intact. Apparently they think she burned it down. I mean, there's so many different things here. And then you got Annabelle herself. And the thing about Annabelle, right, is Wade told me that in the last 10 years, this doll has gotten worse. So she's building up her energy or whatever, I don't know. But even being around it right now, I feel an aura that's like making me shake. And I'm not even just saying that. It's true. I mean, it's nasty. These were the gloves that Dan used and put them on when he would move Annabelle in general, you know? And I'm going to tell you some people don't know the full story on Annabelle. I'm going to have Rick, a part of Nezpar, not Wade, his name's Rick, come down here and show us and tell us more about some of these artifacts. Again, I'm probably going to also bless myself really quick here. Again, I shouldn't be in here alone, but every doll here, every item has some sort of story or dark purpose. Then you got like some sort of knife, and I like this one though. It sounds like a Goosebumps episode. Pearls of Death. You know, you got the necklace right there. There's a few things I don't know, like what they are or the story behind them. Haunted antique glass eyes. I mean, some of this stuff is absolutely insane. Evil board. This was used in The Conjuring 2. This is the legit mirror that inspired and created The Conjuring 4 right in front of us. Now, I will never touch a single object here. I don't trust them. I don't want to. But I will say, for some reason, I am super drawn to this mirror. Trust me, I don't even know why. I'm like drawn to it. And I'm going to come back and do a ghost hunt here. But for some reason, all this stuff over here, it's like all like crazy art pieces. I've never seen anything like it. The shrunken heads. All this stuff is like wacky. It's crazy. This over here, I was like, what is going on? Like that book. And then on the right, the mummy. Ed Warren's consultant for demonology and witchcraft for their, the problems and stuff. This room is also interesting. Not many people ever really show this room off much, but yeah, this is like, where you sit and kind of talk, hang out, your little back room. Ed used to go over some of his research in the back here. You got all his old recordings he can play back and listen to. I mean, everything, again, is still kept the exact same. It's a museum for a reason. This was special. I had this. This was a device used to listen to ghosts. I used this all the time back in the day. This, like a spirit box. Radio changes frequencies. You listen, you hear stuff. It's a whole bunch of things. Oh, look at this. Wow, cameras used by Ed Warren. Polaroids, capture the footage when you take pictures so you can see if you see like an orb or a full-blown shadow figure, things like that. All right, guys. So because I'm not technically supposed to be in here alone, in case like something bad happens to me, I do have holy water, and you're supposed to say your prayer before you do anything here. I'm going to say a prayer, and I'm going to do it myself. Don't know if that really works, but I'm pretty sure it does. I'm not that religious at all, so. Now, maybe I should have did that before I touched the mirror. I am going to leave here really quick and meet up with...
And I'm the professional. How you doing? I'm Rick, and I've worked with Ed and Lorraine since 1993. I was like 2 years old when I started.
That's crazy.
Let's show you Ed, okay?
Yep.
All right, this is the museum. Explain some stuff to you.
Yeah, there's like a few artifacts that I've always wanted to like learn or know about, and I don't want to just say, hey, like, I know what I'm talking about because I read online, because you know how rumors changed.
Right.
Yeah. So this was one of them right off the bat, bro.
Right, and this here is the Shadow Doll, and she was from, we believe, New Orleans. It's voodoo. It's a kind of form of voodoo, and how she would work is she's made out of animal feathers, teeth. She has a lot of nasty stuff in her. But what you would do with her would be you would take a picture of her, and on back of the picture you would write a curse, and a certain curse that we have. We actually know it, but we weren't going to give it out because it's deadly. But you would write the curse, and in the name of the person you want to curse, after you take the picture, you put it in an envelope and leave it for the person to find. And when you find that, and the person finds it, they open the envelope, and the picture is embedded into them.
No
so
way.
Slowly they have nightmares of this thing for about a week or so, and they eventually die in their sleep.
What?
Now the thing about this curse is, if I left the envelope down with the picture in it and the curse on back, if an innocent person finds it and opens it, it's a one-time curse, so it's embedded on them. So you want to make sure the person you want to curse finds that envelope. Don't.
That is
it's a one-time shot.
That is insane, bro.
Yeah,
that's damn. So what would you say out of all the objects here that could be?
That's deadly.
Top. Yeah,
that's like deadly.
Deadly.
Annabelle, she had her run into
death,
but this thing is used for death.
Oh my God.
The purpose is to kill people.
Yeah, that's actually the scary. Yeah, I mean, it even looks scary, so it kind of fits it part.
Yeah, it's kind of nasty, and like I said, that's its only purpose, is to kill people.
Oh hell no! All right, here's something, Ro. Yeah. What is the coffin doing here? I got to know about this.
The coffin, I forget the man's name, but actually he was convinced he was a vampire, and he would sleep in this thing for, I believe, a couple of years he slept in this thing.
Oh, no.
But he was mad, and eventually he went out in public, and he started biting people in the neck and attacking them, and he was put in a mental institution. But this is his coffin that he slept in for a long time.
Oh,
and
wow.
He totally believed he was a vampire.
Hey.
And, yeah, so.
So he went nuts, and maybe they think like the cough, like whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, whatever it was inflicted him, but he definitely he went in public and started attacking people and biting on their necks until he was arrested, and he was put into an insane asylum. And,
there you go.
Yeah, so this was
one of
his coffin. We acquire things that are not only haunted, but that have an incredible story behind them.
Oh, for sure.
That's definitely one of them.
Dang. Yeah. Okay. Well, there was one down here as well. I mean, dude, there's artifacts everywhere, right?
Yeah, I think we counted 720 different art that's out. We have things also packed away and in crates. But
jeez.
You can see the room is only so big, so you only can fit so much in because Ed's paintings are up there. I mean, there's a loft up there full of stuff.
Yeah, well, there's the pearl necklace.
Yeah, that's actually kind of cool. Not for the person wearing it, but that's the pearls of death. And what happened was, I don't remember how they acquired them, but it was her wedding day, and she put the pearls on, and slowly it got tighter and tighter and started strangling her, and it was difficult to get them off her neck. And she didn't wear them again, obviously, but somebody else got a hold of the pearls and put them on, strangled them also. Didn't kill them, but it took people to pry them off. And as you can see, they're broken because they pulled them off. So eventually they had to pull off someone's neck, and they ended up here, because people do send a lot of crazy things that were sent here, even like, believe it or not, false eyes.
Yeah, is that a story?
Yeah, that's from England. I remember when we got those about 10 years ago. And the kid bought them in I think it was like a flea market, whatever. And he got them and started having nightmares. And apparently he gave them to his mother, and his mother got them. And she started having the same nightmares. Like she was like almost looking through
the
eyes.
eye.
Even though they were fake eyes, she was seeing herself through somebody else's eyes. And they were sent here to the museum about 10 years ago, I believe. We got those.
So not to throw off this topic.
Yeah.
So how long have you been with Ed and Lorraine, like doing investigations?
1992. I said 93 before. I met them in 92, but I was sent out my own, with the group in 93. So they really trained me for a year before they let me out. It was making sure it was thorough, we knew what we were doing, and we were safe.
That's insane.
Yeah.
So you've been around when a lot of these objects came.
A lot of them came, yes.
That's
really
cool.
Ed, this was the artifact room. He didn't always call it a museum. He calls it the artifact room a lot.
I like that better.
And Annabelle, obviously, is behind me. And he called this thing more the devil doll than Annabelle.
Wow.
The devil doll, as he used to call that.
So I feel like there's a lot to Annabelle, and all the stories always are different than what I hear. What's the real, true story?
All right, the real story of Annabelle is supposedly she was given to two nursing students in Hartford Hospital, and a mother bought her in a flea market, and I guess one of the nursing students had one when she was small, so the mother thought, oh, let me get that for my daughter, and she put her in the room on her bed. We'd come home the next day, it'd be in the living room. She put it back in her bed, came back the next day, it was in the living room, so they thought somebody was breaking in. And then they saw the art move. And the Conjuring movie talks a little bit about this. They don't get it exactly right, but they kind of get the story. So they saw the art move. So they went and they got a psychic thinking that something was wrong. So the psychic came, and she really wasn't a real psychic. Probably someone who thought she was, gave bad advice. And she said a little girl named Annabelle was hit by a car in front of the apartment building and died. And her ghost was inside this doll. So now these two nursing students are feeling sorry for this doll, making clothes for her, putting her in the living room, treating her almost like a human being. And that was probably the worst thing they could have done, actually, because there was no ghost in that doll. It was demonic, and it was feeding off of their sorrows. So it was playing with them. And one night they went to New York City, I think, with a bunch of friends. They were gone for a few days. And in the movie, you see them coming home, and Miss Me is across the room. The whole room was destroyed, and she was sitting there in the corner, so they threw her out. They freaked out. They threw her in the garbage.
Yeah.
But the next day, she was back in the house again. And so I think one of the girls had a boyfriend. He fell asleep on the couch, and he said he was tired of this doll, get rid of it, burn it, whatever. He fell asleep, and he dreamt that thing crawled on top of him and started slashing him. He woke up screaming. The doll was in the corner, but his chest was all ripped apart. There was scratches and everything on it. Whoa. So they went to a priest. The priest actually contacted Ed and Lorraine, and that's how they got involved. They went up there, and as the Conjuring says, no ghost of a little girl would ever go into an object like this.
Yeah.
It was demonic, and we don't know how it got demonic. We don't know what rituals were done to it before the mother found it in the flea market, but it was definitely afflicted by some kind of a horrific, actually, demon.
Oh my God.
That's the story behind that.
I've talked to Wade, and Wade thinks that this doll or demon or devil got stronger in the last 10 years. What do you think?
Yeah, well, it's kind of funny. They did make the Conjuring movies. It's almost like a being a hypocrite saying
Yeah.
this, but I'm honest.
Yeah.
It's Ed did not like this thing to get too much attention.
Right.
But he would like the movies being made because he wanted to know the devil is deceiving. Looks are deceiving. That's what he always said about this.
Yeah.
Perfect example. This looks like an innocent toy. It's not a toy. It's horrible, this thing.
Jeez.
So I think attention to this thing
Maybe grows it stronger.
Yeah, and I'll be honest, I don't like even coming close to
of
the case.
course.
But people said, "Oh, we moved this thing," and we used to move it from this case here, which is mounted on the wall, to this travel case because we bring it with us.
Right.
But we decided to keep this in there always. We just left it in there.
Yeah.
But these gloves here are before we moved her. They're dipped in holy water, and in these gloves, in each finger, you can actually feel our relics, holy relics.
Oh, yeah.
Each finger
I feel
has
it.
one in it. They're blessed.
Wow.
So they're touching your skin. So your fingers are actually touching the holy relics. Then there's the gloves. There's never, ever, ever skin contact with her.
Never.
Ever, ever. I mean, I've known Ed and Lorraine for 30-something years.
Yeah.
Never had skin contact with her. I've never seen anyone touch her. She used to be loose.
Right.
I say loose before the cage, and that was a priest that picked her up. And the priest picked her up, and he wanted to see the devil doll. And
Jesus.
Ed took her down, and she was in a chair, I believe. There was no box yet. And he picked it up, and Ed told me this story himself. He said, Rick, he picked that doll up, and he goes, God is stronger than the devil, and he threw it down. And he goes, Rick, he's right. God is stronger than the devil, but no priest is. And the priest was driving home that night, and he said to Ed later, the last thing he remembers, he looked in his rearview mirror, and that thing was looking back at him.
No.
The truck head on.
He had a truck?
He hit a truck. He's crippled. Then he was paralyzed from the waist down.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's the last thing he saw in that rearview mirror was that thing looking back at him. And I don't even like calling
Oh, my God.
Annabelle, but
That is... I got the chills from that.
Can you
Dude.
imagine that looking back at you? And
I know.
It's a Raggedy Ann doll, but dude, I don't even like looking at it directly.
It's way different. You can feel it. It's like, no, it's more than
Yeah,
I get you.
One point or another, we were all pretty much affected by that.
Yeah.
Thing, and it's just not it's not a pleasant thing at all, actually. And it's,
Jeez.
Like I said, Ed would say looks are deceiving, and
That's it.
perfect example.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
And here's a movie, by the way. If you saw the Conjuring movies, they made her look like this ugly ass thing, but this is totally Hollywood.
Yeah, and this one was used in
Annabelle Comes Home.
2, right?
Or
1 and 2?
Annabelle
I
Comes Home,
forget.
I think it's the third
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I can't even remember anymore.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that was-
so many.
Yeah, but those Annabelle movies are fictional.
Right.
Yeah, totally
right.
fictional.
And that's why I wanted you to tell the story.
They
just
are
to
fictional, right? The true story of Annabelle is that.
Right.
But those movies that they made, Warner Brothers, cool.
Yeah, of course,
as they
Hollywood.
could be, but they did Hollywood.
Yeah, they Hollywood
They
it.
spun it off, but that is the Hollywood Annabelle. Yeah.
It's something though. That was a prop, right, in the actual film.
This is actually
Yeah,
it was
okay.
10 used, and that's one of the 10 that were
That's
used
so
in the movie.
sick.
Yeah,
That's so
they
freaking
actually gave
sick.
it to us, and it was kind of cool of them to do that. But
Dang.
you don't put her near her. If you notice, she's across the room.
Yeah. Why?
The reason why is because she does represent Annabelle in the movie, and we are just so afraid
Yeah.
that if she got close to that thing somehow, even though she's in that protected case, and I don't know if I told you why that case is really protected. It's when it was built, Dan soaked the wood in holy water.
Dan soaked it in it?
And then he infused holy oil into the stain. And Dan made this case, and it has the 3 crosses for the Trinity on there.
I see the one up there too,
on the
and the
side.
ones on there.
It's on
Yeah,
both sides.
both
And then,
sides.
Under her, and a lot of people don't know this. I'm telling you a secret. Under her is all holy relics inside there.
Oh, I didn't even know.
It's surrounded by holy relics.
That's actually insane.
Yeah, so
I didn't know that
we don't
at
take
all.
her lightly. We really honestly don't.
No, I know you. I know you guys
Right.
don't. I've been here for a few weeks now,
Yes. Yeah.
and it's been the same.
Right.
Off camera and on.
Yeah, we don't. Yeah.
Seriously. Well, there's a lot here, but this one I know is a famous one.
Yeah, that's from, you may have seen The Conjuring 3, which is loosely based on the real case, very loosely based on it.
Okay.
But it was a famous case in Connecticut, the Devil Made Me Do It trial, where Arnie Johnson, at the time, his girlfriend's younger brother was possessed. There was an exorcism done to him. And Arnie made the mistake of actually challenging it and saying, get out of the little boy. If you want someone, come into me. And as Ed would always tell you, never challenge a devil. Ever, ever. Because it went into him. And he ended up killing his boss and his very good friend. He doesn't remember stabbing him to death. He stabbed him 40-something times, I believe. Well, anyways, during the exorcism, before Arnie became possessed, that toy walked across the room by itself, talking, saying, you're all going to die. You're all going to die. And Arnie took a baseball bat and smashed it with a baseball bat. We did glue it back together as best we can. But Arnie is, yeah,
you can see the damage.
And we're all friends with Arnie, and he does not remember. He remembers zero
now,
what happened. Incredible human being. I mean, yes, he killed somebody.
Yeah.
But he does not remember. And
it's insane.
Even the trial itself, they couldn't use the evidence.
I was going to ask you, wasn't that trial the only trial where it was like possession?
They weren't allowed. It's unprecedented. So they couldn't use that as the thing. But the judge took it into account, the evidence, when he went to sentence Arnie. And I believe Arnie was sentenced for 5 years, the minimum he could after seeing the evidence.
That's insane.
Yeah. They couldn't use the evidence during the trial. During the sentencing, they could use the evidence. So.
That's so crazy that they took into account. They had to be because it's only 5 years for a killing.
It's unprecedented also to use a devil made me do it.
I know.
Anyone realistically can use that, I guess, right?
After that case, but it wouldn't fly nowadays.
No.
For some reason, it did. And it's insane to think about, actually, to be honest.
It's incredible, actually. The whole idea of it. Yeah. Incredible.
So this guy, he's taller than us right now.
Yeah, that thing is...
What's going on with him?
Sandy Hook Idol, we call that. And it was found in Sandy Hook, Connecticut, Newtown. But it had nothing to do with the school shooting. It was years before the school shooting.
Okay.
But it was in the middle of the woods, and a boy was hiking, which I think he was hunting. And he grew up in the area, but he couldn't find his way out suddenly. So he comes across this path, and he follows it. And this thing is on a 10-foot pile of rocks, and that's looking down at him. And around there is devil worshiping items. Somebody was worshiping the devil. Several people were, actually. So he freaked out and he couldn't find his way out of the woods. And he started getting afraid, looking and looking. And suddenly there was a man right behind him, following him. Didn't speak or anything, and the kid was really getting upset. And he finally said to the guy, "How do I get out of here?" And the man just pointed. Didn't say a word. And the kid found his way out, but he went to the state police. They went in there and found this thing. And they took it out, gave it to Ed Warren, who was a demonologist.
Yeah.
He studied the area, what was going on. And Ed said when this thing came here a few weeks later, he knew who that guy was that was following him. And he is a high priestess of a devil-worshipping cult in Connecticut. And he put a curse on Lorraine. Ed totally believed that he did. And Lorraine was afflicted for... I'm saying a few weeks before they got a priest to help her and get the curse
My
off her.
God.
But he wanted this thing back, and Ed refused to give that back to him.
Oh, yeah.
He wanted that thing back so bad.
To be fair, if you look at it, someone put a lot of work into the art to make this thing.
That is no joke, this thing.
Seriously, I can't even do that if I try.
Yeah, and obviously, when you make a temple, you don't just chuck up a piece of wood.
No.
You put up an altar. And part of an altar. That's that pile of stones was an altar.
So wild to me, dude.
He was part of it. Yeah,
Dang.
so that's what goes on in the woods behind your houses you don't know about.
Seriously.
It's kind of scary.
Yeah.
That's out there. And, really quick, years ago, I was in Dudleytown.
Okay.
That's in Connecticut, a ghost town in Connecticut.
Yep.
And people claim it's haunted. I've gone up there with the Warrens. And, there's no crickets. It's very silent up there, middle of nowhere. But you find up there a lot of relics from devil worshipping, a lot of carvings. And I was up there one time. We found a stump with just satanic stuff carved in it, feathers, dried blood. But I'm walking out of there with some friends, and we see fully robed devil worshippers, two of them coming.
No way.
Now the path is only so big, and it's probably half a mile out to get to the road. So we had to walk by him, and my friend said, "What do we do?" I'm like, "Do not say a word. Just walk right by him. They're fully robed. They're carrying a box. I'm going to just keep walking. Don't even look at him." What do you think I do? I look at him and go, "Hey, how's it going?"
What do you say?
And you know what scared the hell out of me?
What?
He sounded just like you and I. He just said, "Oh, pretty good. How you doing?" What scared me was that could have been my neighbor. That could have been my doctor.
How many years ago?
That was 15 years ago, probably. But let me think. Ed and Lorraine were still alive, so longer than that because Ed died 19 years ago. So it was probably 20-something years ago.
Holy shit!
But it was
Just could have been
Ed was
anyone,
gone,
right?
19 years ago, on the 23rd of August, I think he passed away. But that was so.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was probably 22 years ago about that. But it could have been anyone, and that's what scares you. You don't know who your neighbor is or your
Right.
coworker really are, and that's why this thing here is so, I think, profound because I don't know who was in those robes worshiping this thing, right?
What would be, and I wouldn't say like a favorite, but what would be the piece you mostly are like, oh,
I'll show
okay.
you. I always tell people that. I get that question a lot, and it's tiny, but I don't know if you can see it or not. It's very small, but she's hanging from a noose and
I can't
gallows. That's okay, but she has a gallows, a wooden gallows, and it's a New England witch doll. And about, I think over 100 years ago, voodoo in New England was rampant. And what you would do is you wanted to curse someone. And this is why it's my favorite, because it has a cool story. You would actually take a piece of furniture from their house and carve a gallows, a hangman's gallows. Then you would take cloth that belonged to the person, and hopefully hair if you can get that. But you'd make a doll out of her, and you'd hang it from that gallows, from a noose. But she has a little hook underneath her. And what you would do with the hook is take a piece of pork, hang it on, you stick it on the hook, and you put it outside of a window if someone's sleeping. And as the pork rotted, the person slowly died.
It's
Now
insane.
the cool thing about it is if you realize what was happening and you found that thing, you can take the pork off of it and you broke the curse. So it gives you a
So
chance.
it gives you a chance.
Gives you a chance. That's why I love it.
That-
It gives you a chance to
Yeah.
get away. And that's probably one of the only things down here that actually gives you a chance to
Get away with
get
something.
away. Yeah.
That's so
to
freaking
reverse it.
insane.
Yeah.
So here's a question. This is random since we're down here. Were you around when they were doing the Amityville horror case?
No, I wasn't, but Ed and Lorraine talked about that. Lorraine always said that was the most horrific case she ever encountered. It followed them home. They were in a serious car accident driving home from Amityville during the investigation. Ed lost total control of the car and it flipped over. And she said that was the worst case she's ever experienced. And I think the quote from the movie, which is the real quote, is, "This is the closest to hell I ever want to get." And that's what
Holy
she said
fuck.
in that house to Ed. And they use that quote in the movie. And it's an actual quote that she said. It's in the demonologist book.
Dude, I got the chills from that. That is deep.
Yeah, she goes, "It's the closest to hell I ever want to get."
So, one other question. I'm getting
Right.
questions as
No,
I
it's
go,
cool. It's
and
cool.
if I can learn, I'm learning from someone. You know what I mean?
I used to just pump Ed full of questions.
Right.
Constantly. That's what I did with Ed. 'Cause I loved how he communicated, and we were so close.
Yeah.
That I'd ask him everything, just anything came to mind.
Well, here's a question. So we know that this mirror is from the
Yeah.
whole story of the Conjuring 4.
This Conjuring 4, the mirror was in it, but that is not exactly as the movie how this Conjuring mirror. It is called the Conjuring Mirror.
Right.
Had nothing to do with the Conjuring movies. It was always called the Conjuring Mirror long before there was any movies.
Right.
And what this mirror would be.
So did they take the mirror and was it
Yeah.
inspired?
They inspired it.
Yes, that's what I
A lot of
was.
stuff down here is inspired. You know, Warner Brothers it's an awesome, movie company, obviously.
Yeah.
But they will take a story
And
they'll put their own twist on it. 'Cause
yeah,
it's a movie.
and that mirror's from that though.
Well, they show it in the end, but they do have a mirror in the movie, and they're
Yeah.
hinting that it's the same mirror.
Yes.
But really, it's not. In that movie, the mirror was different. But at the end, they show the actual mirror. in
This
the
one,
movie. Yeah, and
correct.
a flip at the end.
Yes.
And but this mirror was actually a man believed he can. I think a relative died, and he was obsessed with contacting them.
Oh,
he
my
came up with
God.
The idea of sitting in front of that mirror with a candle behind him and a red light in the room, and just sit there and stare in that mirror for hours. It became days. It became months. He was doing it, and he claimed something was reaching back out to him. And they found him. He
shit.
was totally insane.
I was scrying, looking into the mirror. It was all red, and bro, I seen someone that looked similar to me with glasses,
Okay,
and
yeah.
was so different.
Right.
It was like over my own face.
People have taken pictures of this mirror.
You get so lost into this trance, and your face ain't the same. It's like one of my eyes, my left eye, is down.
When we take it out to Paracons and stuff, and they'd get reflections out that were just crazy from this mirror.
Oh wow!
and Ed always believed this thing is cursed. This man was so obsessed with conjuring it that he conjured up a spirit.
Oh man, that makes me freak out because I was alone.
Yeah.
I'm doing it here by myself, and I seen someone that looks similar to me with glasses, and like it was staring right back at me as I'm looking. So I'm like, okay, I don't know what this means or what it does. And this was really late when Elton told me that I should do something here, hinting that it's in the movie. And so I had no idea. And now that you're telling me this, I'm like, oh shit.
Another thing about this place, about a week ago, Chris and I, he's an investigator, came down here and we opened the door. And there was a light on over there, a red light. And he was actually a little upset because when we leave here, our electricity is shut off.
No, 100%. I know. And that's the rule.
There was a red light on there. And he said to me, oh my God, someone left a light on. He was just kind of a little bit taken back. So we walked around to shut it off. We got there, it was off.
Oh, hell no.
No, it's even worse. It was unscrewed.
Oh, no.
Yes, the light bulb was in it, totally unscrewed. And it happened. Identical thing happened to Elton and I and Ginger in the room down the hall. We were in there filming live, and you see the light go off, and I'm like, that light just went off. Went over to it was unscrewed.
Oh hell no!
Messes with you down here, and we met Dylan.
Yeah, the neighbor.
Yeah, so we're actually remodeling the house, obviously.
Yeah, right now, clearly.
Last night we heard whispering behind us, like kind of like. Couldn't make out what was saying, but I was down building this bed, and he was helping me, facing me, and my back got ice cold. And I looked up, and he looked startled, looking above my head. I'm like,
and he's not even a ghost believer until now.
No.
Yep.
I said to
exactly.
him, I said, "Is there something behind me?" And he goes, "A shadow just walked by you, but it wasn't on the wall." He said.
Oh hell no!
That's right upstairs. Yeah. So this is
there's a lot happening now here. 100%. Yeah.
I think. It's not angry. It's just, I think it's whatever
it is.
It feels peaceful, but it's curious. Down here, this is horrible.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, this is
100%.
Horrible. Upstairs, it's a different feel, but I don't even think it's connected with down here. Actually.
So here's the thing, because I know right before we started filming this, you said you wanted to show me a closet.
Oh, upstairs.
Yeah, I got it.
Upstairs, yeah. So I'll show you the closet.
Yeah, and you said there's also you had like documents that the Warrens letters.
Yeah,
we should look at them.
Yeah, but what we're doing is we're going through a lot of stuff because it's again, the house was sold.
Of course.
We're trying to keep the house as it was, but we're going through a lot of old papers and boxes, and we're finding stuff. And we found letters from people asking for help to the back in the day, and it's kind of neat.
We should read some.
Yeah, I'll go get them.
We could read it in the meeting room.
Yeah, we'll go in there.
You know what? Let's talk about the office, because you know what? A lot of people don't know what that room is for, and I said it was his office.
It's his office.
But it's just his office then, right? Okay.
Two offices, and actually this is, I don't even know the light switch is in here anymore, I'll be honest with you. But this was his office. We have mannequins in here for a reason, because we decorate for Halloween.
Yeah.
We store in here, but this was Ed's tape recorders. We've been on investigations. He was definitely old school.
Oh, dude! I mean, you can tell when I seen this. So he's listening to his own EVPs back and stuff through that.
I remember him bringing that on investigations and using that as one of our tools because we didn't have all that good stuff.
Can you believe we're using DR60s now and different things, and you guys are taking the cassette tapes?
We had Lorraine.
Yeah, facts. Facts. You had a cheat code.
That was our
cheat
equipment.
code.
Yeah, she was great. Yeah, she was awesome. Yeah, let's go down the hallway and
Oh yeah, we do the tunnel, and Ed called it the haunted passage, right?
Yeah, it was fun. It was just more of a We had to make light of a lot of this stuff.
Oh, 100%, dude. You have to have fun.
Serious.
No, I know.
We're very safe in here, but if you took it if we didn't laugh sometimes, it would drive you crazy.
Of course, bro.
You go insane.
Yeah, I've always said that, and I think Elton does too. You can't just be serious the whole time. No one can.
Right. So
it's going to kill your morals as well.
It will, definitely will. And I think it's Wade that always says, laughter goes a long way or whatever. Yeah. And we do laugh a lot because laughing is an incredible emotion. It picks up your spirits. It just changes the whole room. And I think that's why, personally, laughing is so important. This is all Ed's artwork, by the way.
Oh, yeah. I did a whole thing on it. Yep.
He was an incredible artist.
He is.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
All right, so...
Look at this. Yeah. Dude, every time I'm in here, man, I get that, whoa. Every time.
Did you know about this door over here, right? With the cross on it?
I did. This wasn't here when I was first here.
They painted this with, again... oils, holy water.
No way.
Yeah, the whole door is
I didn't even know. See, that's the part I didn't know.
That's to protect the people that actually stay in there.
Wow.
Yeah, and it's
Wait, people are staying in there?
People stay.
Oh, for the Airbnb? Yeah, let's go.
Yeah, so this was actually, I'm explaining, it's still in construction,
Yep.
but this was obviously a bathroom. It used to be over there. Elton rearranged this entire thing, had people come in, but this was Lorraine Warren's office.
I didn't know.
Yeah, this was Lorraine Warren. We put the rug down. Again, we had to come in here and got this room basically because there was a lot of damage, water damage down here. But this was her office, and this I always call one of the most peaceful places. And even though on the other side is that passageway,
Yeah.
on the wall, this place, she was an incredible lady. And this is where we found. I'm going to move this. I'm sorry.
No, you're okay.
Yeah, in here now to be a mess because again there was water damage, so I was basically there was cabinets down here. I was taking everything on it and putting stuff up here, and it's damaged and stuff like that. But this is where we found a lot of the original.
Dude, no way.
Lorraine. Yeah, this is
Nurse fled, haunted dream house. Dude, no way.
And I think this was a letter in here asking for help to the Warrens.
And that's connected to their actual newspaper? Bro,
but this is
that
the
is
actual letter that was written to the Warrens. 2-page letter from the lady that lived in this house asking for help.
Dude, you should just read one letter, just for the camera.
I think there's smaller letters. I just really elaborate.
There's a lot in there.
It's a book, okay?
Dude, you know what? I'm gonna tell the people to view. Dude, this is actually.
Yeah, you can have them look at it.
Yeah. Nurse fled
rent.
haunted dream home, now suing landlord to recover rent, other expenses.
And again, unfortunately, when I loaded this stuff off the ground.
October 4th, 1990.
Yeah.
Guys, I've been looking at that same letter that is super long. This is absolutely insane. I made the devastating mistake of attempting to reach my mother by using the Ouija board 4 years ago. Of course I got the results, and it goes into this whole thing and how like the dishes started banging and the stuff started smashing into each other and items were just blah blah blah. Then I guess at night they were getting tortured from violent beatings to stabbings and constant. I can't even say some of this. Wow. This letter is absolutely insane. It was dated September 22, 1982, and that is going with what we just looked at. And dude, I just can't get over. I actually can't get over this.
Well,
this is a crazy freaking thing, guys. Seriously, pause the clip. I'm gonna do it one more time. Pause it, and just read it for yourself. Like, I think this is a really crazy story. It's just unbelievable to me. All right, explorers, it is now dark, and we are here with one of the owners of the brand, pretty much almost new, renovated, haunted house with the museum, Elton.
It's my first time on your channel ever, by the way.
It is.
First
it is.
time. I've known you for 7 years.
And how many
7
videos have I
years.
been on your channel?
You've
like
probably been on 20, 20,
Yeah.
25.
Yeah.
Maybe 25 of my videos.
Yeah.
This is my first time ever. The relationship was starting to feel like I kept inviting you over to game night. I kept inviting you over to come see movies. I kept, what do you want to do? What do you do? Hey, come in. And then I was like, oh, you don't like me.
Yeah, no, here we are. Here we are.
I know.
Well, I'm glad at least when you're on my channel, it's for like the most dopest video we could be
It's pretty
in.
crazy.
I mean,
It is pretty crazy.
See, this is why it's cool to have cool friends that do cool stuff.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy that I had to buy one of the most haunted houses in the world for you to ever invite me to be in a video of my own house. It's pretty crazy. Yeah.
This is a lot. That's why we're gonna come back. This is like, I guess, part one of an introduction at this point. Come on, dude. We're locked.
We're locked. What do you mean we're locked, guy?
The warden has the key.
The warden.
The warden. Or the janitor, one or the other. Can't believe the guy just owns the most haunted. I still can't get over this.
And you got Wade blessed you earlier on your camera.
Yeah, I already got Wade. Wade got me. Yeah, on my camera too.
We got you.
Yeah.
Holy water right there.
Yeah. Yeah, this is not. Yeah, so is it there?
Yeah.
So I've been in here. I got a bunch of the stories of the places, but funny enough, I didn't even know about the mirror when Rick was telling me the stories here. So the last story we'll do then is this mirror. What's going on with this mirror? I've been here.
So that's the interesting part of it. It's called the Conjuring mirror because the way of a scrying mirror where you can kind of look into it, just a normal dark, and it's kind of more so your mind, right? Your mind and the mirror and the darkness kind of helps you connect to the spirit realm. That's like the general principle behind a scrying mirror. But this is known as the Conjuring mirror because you can look into it, that same intent of a scrying mirror, But you can look into it to quite literally conjure what it is that you want. So you can look into this and try and conjure and see light or darkness or whatever it is that you want. It's the same essence of that.
Thank God you said that, because, bro, I now wouldn't have even known to do anything at this location.
I'll be honest, we all saw the movie together, me and the entire Nesper team.
Yeah.
We didn't know either. No one, right? It was our first time seeing the movie.
Oh, how come Nespor didn't know either? Oh, wow. They kept it secret.
It's Warner Brothers. They kept it under wraps. No one knew.
Yeah.
So when we saw the early screening, we were like, oh.
Yeah.
Crazy. So now when I see Tony again, I'm gonna be like, give me everything you know.
Oh, so Tony probably knew only.
No, I just haven't asked him.
Oh, that's shit.
I just haven't asked him. I only know the little bit about what he's told me. But now I want to know
God.
exactly what house it came from and everything.
All right, guys. We also have Ginger here with us as well. So I want to start off just by doing some like DR60s in front of the glass.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. Is there anyone with us right now? Do you want us to open the case?
What would you do if you were free again?
How long have you been here?
Is this on this thing? No.
see.
Let's turn the bell on as well. Oh,
The
that was the
rope just
EMF on
went
the bottom. Right in front of us. Alright, let's play this one back.
Is there anyone with us right now?
Yes.
100%.
Do you want us to open the case?
Yes, I do.
What would you do if you were free again? How long have you been here?
It's obviously a girl talking, though.
Yeah.
But I couldn't make that
It's like
out.
a light voice, but after your question, it said something. What would you do if you're free? What?
Turn this way. Turn the other way a little bit. Do you have a scar on your left cheek?
I don't know.
I mean, you would know. Do
No.
you have a scar on your left cheek?
Nope.
Then you have a cut on your left cheek
Wait,
right
let's
now.
see.
Right now?
If you here, turn your head left. Yeah. Look at this right here, G. Right there.
Oh yeah.
You have
There's line.
you have a straight up, like let's
Really?
call it like an inch.
Yeah, does the camera see it?
I can you see it, Nick? Right here. The
Yeah,
line.
you can see the red on it.
But there's like an indent, like you have a
is
straight
that?
up.
Yeah,
Unless you have
that's
like
like
a big scar on your face, you have like an actual, like an inch.
Oh, was that now?
See it right there?
Yeah. Is that right now?
I haven't seen that before.
I've never noticed that on you before.
Well, I mean, we were just filming for like freaking...
Yeah, no, you don't have it on your
Hours.
right. Yeah, it's only on your left side. You have like your left side, like right here, just a little.
So maybe I don't know. That's weird.
It looks
Something
like a
with something.
scar, like when you like lean for a while, you know, and it like
nothing.
Like, pushes
Yeah, either
in.
you have a scar there or you have
Unless
like
something
a pretty...
just happened right now,
Like a
like so I got
scratch.
touched. All right, let's test one more time. I want to see what would happen. This time I'm gonna keep it on the case. Is that
Good
cool?
idea, yeah.
All right, I'm gonna hit record now. We're leaving it on the case.
Did someone just scratch Josh across the face?
Who's the strongest here?
Do you have the power to physically harm us?
Where are you right now? Did we just hear you walk?
Where does your power come from? How did you get it?
So I definitely got whatever question you said. It said something. I heard it. Let's bring it closer to this thing for sound.
Did someone just scratch Josh across the face? Who is the strongest?
Sounds like yes, I did.
Do you have the power to...
I heard Annabelle from here.
Yeah,
I heard
Really?
that here. From here, I heard it.
Do you have the power to physically harm us? Where are you right now? Did we just hear you walk? Where does your power come from? How did you get it?
Annabelle sounds pretty clear.
Who's the strongest here? It's like, who's the strongest here immediately after Annabelle?
Yeah.
Who's the strongest here? Annabelle.
Do you
That's
think
what I heard.
Do you think that's Annabelle saying that or someone else saying that?
I don't know.
Okay,
That's the scary
okay.
thing.
That's the hardest part about this room.
I want to do a Estes method here.
Sure.
Right? Like,
Absolutely.
Well, who wants to go under? You want to go under?
Sure.
Do it.
All right, that would be cool if you went under.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
Where do you want to sit? Right here?
So, yes, in front of here if you can.
I'll bring
get it, I'll get it, I'll
Annabelle's
get it.
chair.
Right as he's under.
It says begin.
Yeah. All right.
Demon.
Right off the rip. Are there a lot of demons in this room? Who's the strongest here? We want to speak to them.
Myself.
Can you tell us your name?
I heard little walking.
Yes.
Are we speaking with...
Demon.
Are we speaking with Annabelle? Are we speaking with the Shadow Doll? Are we speaking with
Fire doll?
Fire Doll? Is 700 thing?
Burning.
Burning could be the Fire Doll, which is behind Elton.
Sounds like a hint.
Yeah, it could be that one. Are we in any danger? Help!
Ah, what the hell did I just say?
We have help right there. That was clear as day.
Whatever question was just asked, something strong came through it. I just couldn't understand it.
Troop.
We're gonna ask again then. Are we in any danger?
Desperate.
Desperate for help. Bells going off. Okay. How many fingers am I holding?
Oh, that was cool. It said you're waiting for me this evening. One voice the whole way through.
Can you tell us how many fingers Josh was holding up?
Wait for it.
Okay.
Are you afraid of Ed and Lorraine?
No.
That's good. Devil!
And holy, right after.
Holy and devil. Can't even make this up. Gotta at least show you that. We got devil and holy right there. I'm gonna hold on to this.
Are you claiming to be the devil yourself?
Are we dealing with the devil? Is Annabelle the devil? Or friends with the devil?
Let me out.
Heck no. I would never.
Just unlock.
Just
Is that
unlock.
the only one with an actual lock on it, I wonder?
I think, yeah, actually, no, it is.
So it might be that one then.
Yeah.
It's gotta be. Because those don't have locks, they just shut.
Mm-hmm.
And it has the devil card on it. I always forget.
Oh, 100%.
That.
Oh
Yeah.
my god, it does have
says
the devil card right
there.
on the case.
Yeah.
How long have you been trapped in that case for?
A long.
Okay.
Infinite.
Do you really think you're gonna convince someone to let you out?
Mm-hmm. What do you want? Decide.
What could you even offer us in exchange for letting you out?
Yeah.
Oh, shut up!
Can't offer like money or like what could it even?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Good evening.
Have you harmed many people?
Sick.
Who knows?
Stick and table. The bell. Dude, that's
Every
scary.
time.
That's actually freaky. Is there a place you want us to go?
Hey, buddy.
You like Josh? Is like your buddy?
Hey! Where are you going?
Yeah, where should we go? I think they just want us to let them out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
They're just trying to trick you the whole time.
What happens if we touch you?
You're scared. Oh, goodness.
Should we be scared of you?
I feel like nothing would happen to us.
The record, it feels like there's someone standing right here. Eyes are closed, but I feel like I can see them.
Can you flicker any of these lights? Can you do something for us to show us your power?
Nice try.
If you do that, we'll talk to you for a little longer.
Oh, flashlight went off. It just flickered.
And you asked for a
Yeah,
light.
and I asked for a light. I did. A flicker. I just did. I wasn't even thinking of that. I was thinking of any other light but the light. Yeah.
I was looking at all
That
the
was
light
good.
bulbs.
You want?
Are you able to follow us around the house?
If I want.
So what if it's just trapped in like...
Even in heaven.
I almost wonder if like it can... Can you follow us in the tunnel by any chance?
Sure.
Seems like there's nothing actually good here though either.
Yeah.
I mean, we are in like a room full of possessed items and haunted curses.
Not positive ones.
Yeah. Yeah, let's get them out and then we'll try a DR60 on this side.
Last chance. Sorry. Sorry.
So it really seems like, bro, that we're speaking with Annabelle.
Yeah.
At least
It's
from
insane.
your stuff.
Are you okay?
Yeah, no, sorry.
So guys, 2 weeks ago we came here and we did a live stream on Elton's channel and we have a picture with the doll. Now this is 2 weeks ago. Actually, come over here. Let's go really close to it, right? So that's the doll. That's Annabelle, right?
I feel like it loves that you're giving so much attention to it right now.
There we go. That's the picture. Now look at it. Look at his head. Really in on it. Now if you look at it now. It's tilting down. Yeah,
So.
it just said glove and remove.
What?
Glove, remove. Like literally,
gloves in.
and get him out. That's kind of nuts. That's kind of
This
nuts.
is the first time we've talked about the gloves all night.
Yeah.
All night. We've been in here for 5-6 hours total. We've not spoken about the gloves. We finally talk about it.
And it says gloves and
And
remove.
I say how no one's removed. What? Dude.
Mad and subtly. I mean, dude, it's going nuts because we're talking about it.
Dude, that's insane.
All right. So there's
Stretched your hair out.
There's something else I want to do. I want to go on the other side and see if we can get one of the objects to talk. Dude, it's going nuts. All right. Want to try holding the DR?
Sure.
Because you have your own DR anyway, so you know how to use it.
Absolutely.
And let's just try seeing what we can get here.
Okay.
Oh, come back. It's
Yeah,
like,
with the
come back
bell.
to me.
Seriously.
You want me to do first question?
Yep.
Sure. 3, 2. Do you enjoy being able to manipulate objects and energy around you?
Are we safe here?
Is that you trying to lure us into the hallway?
Are you talking to us right now?
I know you can control items with electricity. Does that mean you can control the electricity in our bodies?
Let's play that one.
98% confident it was the Annabelle glass.
Oh.
Really?
Yes.
I thought it was like a crack, like a wood over there, but then it did sound like a glass like touch.
Do you enjoy being able to manipulate objects and energy around you?
Yes, I do, or yes, I can.
Are we safe here? Is that you trying to lure us into the hallway? Are you talking to us right now? I know you can control items with electricity. Does that mean you can control the electricity in our bodies?
No idea what any of that
There
was.
was something at the end there, though. I
And
just don't know what it was saying.
It is talking.
Yeah.
Whatever it is talking right to us, but we can't make that out.
We then headed to the tunnel so we could transcend to Ed's basement.
All right. This tunnel is spooky though, but it feels nice, right?
It's really
All of
spooky.
that's paintings.
All right. So I'll set one up as a second cam here, and I'm just gonna keep it rolling. Let's try something. Let's introduce ourselves here. I mean, they might. Oh, it's detecting something. Let's see. What do you think?
You look suspicious. Like
What
you're.
do you
No,
think?
it's just like that's insane.
Where's that? Yeah, like where's that going?
Someone just stepped over to the fireplace area.
Yeah.
Well, you wanted it to go to the chair. Maybe it could be making its way to the chair.
If you're by the fireplace, can you sit onto the chair? Ed's chair? That's good evidence though, because now it's stopped. It's legit. Like, I love that.
Yeah, like it moved.
Yeah.
You asked it to move and it did.
But I wish it said, oh man, imagine. If you're still with us, can you sit next to me, please? Anyways.
Oh. It's almost like it's
It's
doing
just pretty much saying like, hey, I'm staying over here. That is so freaking crazy to me.
It likes that. It
Yeah.
likes the music box.
Nothing could explain that, right? Like,
No.
No. Absolutely nothing.
and I'm hearing tapping right there. Or I thought I did.
Yeah.
Can
It's
you-
going fast.
Instead of being by the fireplace, can you come to us? Can you sit next to me on my right? And have a conversation with us, maybe? That would be really nice. Let's do a DR here and see what happens.
I'll turn this off.
See, I don't want to move the REM pod yet. Let's put this right by it. I'm going to put it right under it. 1, 2. What did that say? Was this, you say something?
Something said something. What was that?
It was.
That wasn't you?
You heard it, right?
Yeah. It wasn't the spirit chat?
Has to be.
Off.
I heard that. What was that?
That was a device saying something, right?
Off.
What else talks?
Off. No, I actually don't. Like, genuinely don't.
You heard it, right?
sounded-
I heard it clear as day on
It
the
was the
headphones.
same voice as the spirit.
Yeah.
It was a one syllable, like in or bin or.
That's
I
insane.
literally did not hear whatever it is that you
I
guys
heard it.
Yeah, I heard it too.
That
That's why I
was
got up. I said, what'd you
wild.
say? I'm going to drop the DR60 right now, and we're going to ask questions from the back and see if we can get anything. 1, 2, 3, recording now. Who's standing over the fireplace?
Ed, are you here? We hear your name often, but we just don't know if that's you or someone imitating you.
Are you able to go upstairs? Who are you?
What are you?
Are you ready for a meeting?
Are you a friendly spirit?
Is there anything you want to tell us? Tell us now.
What spirit? Okay. What spirit do we keep hearing walking around? Sometimes it sounds like you're crawling on the ceiling, sometimes in the walls. Who is it or what is it that we're hearing?
So,
That was wild. These ones
Yeah.
are wild.
yeah, it was a lot of walking around or like creaking through the ceiling for sure.
And back here too.
Mm-hmm.
That's strange.
Matt's in bed and no one else is in the house.
No.
100%. Yeah, no, that's freaky. All right, let's play this one back. It's me. Whoa, what the fuck? It's standing there? It's standing there.
That sounds like an answer. Like that's a weird like type of voice.
Yes, I can. I don't know.
That was a lot.
You're right, there's supposed to be nothing good here, because that's why the investigations is always Ed and Lorraine grabbing the haunted objects out to save people.
Right.
So we're not dealing with anyone good ever.
And do imagine that maybe that object is haunted, but maybe it doesn't want to be known, because if it is, then it's going to get put into the artifact museum.
Correct.
So it doesn't have a bit more freedom here. If that is containing something.
Correct.
Because that's just one of his gargoyles that's been in here.
But alright, I think here's the plan. Now, I want to go alone and just do some random ghost hunting inside the tunnel and go alone to the mirror.
Wow.
And this is the same
That I
mirror
know.
from the Conjuring
Yes.
4 film.
Yes.
Oh wow.
I haven't done this yet.
So I'm the beta test.
Yeah, let us
I'm
know
the
how it
tester.
goes.
I will. Actually, this is insane. I'm glad.
Let me know what you
actually.
see.
All right, guys. Now, I don't know how many people has ever done this, and I haven't did a ghost video in a long time for me to be alone, but I am alone in Ed's passageway, which is the tunnel. Okay, this is where I want to be. I want to be right in the center. Okay. You know how I love my DR60s, guys. If you watch me, this is more of my style. I'm going to hit record. Is there anyone with me here in this tunnel? Are you standing right over me? Do you want me inside the museum? Okay, so first off, guys, that went off. You know how hard it is for REM pods to go off? Someone just is here. It just went off. I mean, we had a whole green flicker. That is the first level. I'm gonna play this back. This is freaky.
Is there anyone with me here in this tunnel? Are you standing right over me? Do you want me inside the museum?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I want you in the museum. I said, do you want me in the museum? Yes, I do. Clear as day. All right, let's play it back now slow.
Is there anyone with me here in this tunnel? Are you standing right over me? Do you want me inside the museum?
All right, that's slowed down. It says, when I say, do you want me in the museum? It says, yes, I do, now. That's what I'm hearing. You want me to go this way, huh?
You want me to go inside the museum alone? Obviously you do. I'm scared to go in there now. You really want me? I'm actually kind of nervous for my life. Like, for real. I don't know if I should actually go in there alone. We're going in. I'm going in. I can't believe I'm going into the Warren Museum to ghost investigate alone. I can't get over this. I'm doing it. I'll come back for these in a minute. Lights off. I don't know, man. I don't know if I can even do this. I don't know. This is kind of hard. All right, turn my lights back on. Oh my God. All right, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go get the REM pod, bring it back in here, place it down behind me, and we're gonna go to red light mode and do something with this mirror. All right, recording. All right, here we go. All right. Now I guess I have to imagine and stare and just let myself go and then see what happens. And we're the first to do this inside the Warren Museum of Haunted Objects. Now we stare and we have to just imagine and let our minds let loose. So at the moment I can see my face melting for some reason, and I'm seeing like different colors, and my face is getting heavy, my head's getting heavy, and it's like I'm like leaving almost. I don't know how to explain it. And when I blink, I'm blinking green in different colors. And I just heard a crack behind me. Someone's behind me walking. I heard it again. Whoa, now my face is going weird. And my eyes are like spreading apart from each other while I look straight into the mirror. It's so freaking weird, and I could feel like sensations on my back. My face is splitting apart. It's disorienting now. For some reason, I see myself older with. I literally see myself with glasses for some reason, like old reading glasses. Like I'm looking at myself, but I'm like 20, 30 years older with glasses. But that's what I'm seeing. I'm not thinking of anything else. It's just happening. The REM pod on the side. I have to stop soon though. You get so lost into this trance and your face ain't the same. It's like one of my eyes, my left eye is down while my right eye is up, and I almost look like they're different sizes. But I can't explain the glasses and myself looking older though. And I get different images. If I blink again and start over, I look at myself as if like I'm like beat up. I look older, but like my left eye is now black. Like I have a black eye. I can't explain this. This is weird. I look drunk or sick. Nothing's good coming from this though. I'm not getting like a good, happy anything. I think it's time to go. My camera just stopped recording. Why and how? My battery just died on this camera, and it was not near dead level just now. That's scary as fuck. So something's charging and stealing my battery right now. I think it's time to go. I don't feel safe here alone at all. like actually at all. I am leaving this video here, and you are not following me, and no one else here is allowed to follow me at all. You have to stay here and remain here. I'm leaving now. Thank everyone for watching. Rise above. Just get out there and explore. Peace and thanks for watching.
Thanks to all my Patreon members who support these videos, but especially Urban Legends, Maddie Godbold, Melissa Valine, Stefano Magadino, The First, Haunted 1821, Jason, Voices from Beyond, Skylar Guidry, Jessica Hebden, Echo, Misty Graham, Tim F., and Mr. Anderson.